Hello there and welcome, Penguin, and this is the Last Divinity DLC that it released on Thursday. Still kind of exploring it, not incredibly familiar, but I have played maybe 10 rounds or so. We are going to run with Spine Chef, and then we also have Echo Right, but I'm trying to get a little bit better with the old chef here. Don't mind his name, it's definitely Chef. And I want to play with a clan that I've not yet won with. So I think if I go here, you can see, and I've only won with the Awoken and the Stygian as like the background. I wouldn't mind the Umbra. Let's try Umbra. That might be kind of weird. It's kind of an awkward combo, I think. Maybe Shade Splitters, because that's going to allow us to build more charges. Yeah, I like this. And then Covenant rank 5 is where we won our last one. So as is tradition, let's bump up the difficulty and then probably realize at the end of the video that it's too difficult, but that's okay. I think this is new as well, applying Ember Drain 1 to the first unit played on the top floor. That means that instead of that daze mechanic that the top floor used to have, now the top floor is going to drain our energy for the next turn. So that's going to kind of punish playing those train stewards up top, and so you're not going to be able to kind of get away with, you know, dumping them up top, letting them die, and then using that as a good way to get them out of the deck. So this is kind of an interesting little twist to the mechanic, and I'm looking forward to jump into it, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't played as this combo yet, so that should be fun. And Timber Assault's always a good card. Applying melee weakness is not a bad thing at all, although it's kind of expensive. And then Proclamation won me a run previously with the Stygian, but I actually think it's not super good otherwise. Yeah, it's very hard to use otherwise. I think I'm actually gonna re-roll this, and I don't tend to do that very often. Hosting Kin is a lighter damage, consume 13 damage and move someone to the back. Revenge of the Damned is a plink that gives me slay candies, which I'm okay with, and then Morsel Miner is just always solid. Okay, I'm much more comfortable with this, I think, as far as like the first 3 cards go. So let's jump into it. 1 additional card will be infused. That's not bad at all. Or units are super cheap. Units being super cheap isn't bad, but I'm probably not going to get as much value out of that as I will being able to get all of the different infused triggers. 2 of the 3 cards in each draft being infused is a really, really good way to make sure that I'm always generating those candies. So I like this. I like it a lot. Hit me with the Forge. What do you got? Strike, gain a candy, or Inspire, apply Reap. I've played a lot as the Decayer. I'm wondering if maybe the Candyman is going to be the better one here. And then just applying Reap with the Fractures. We also have a way of generating candy here. Shade Splitters are going to help us generate. I take that back. Maybe it is best just to go with the Reap build. And then we can always pivot if we find some way to change. And I'll take an artifact to start. Start a battle, gain 10 cards, or Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. This is a fantastic artifact. I will take this for sure. That we're going to be able to build our deck around gorging, which is like fantastic. It's always good to have like a central mechanic that you know is strong right off the bat that you can build around, because then you can kind of like tailor your decision making processes to be a little bit more, you know, optimal, I would say. So that's going to be really nice. I don't mind throwing you there. I could do this to push you to the back, but nothing really changes. And I can just use this Shade Splitter to get some Reap on everybody. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of damage to you. The Shade Splitter really is just there for the Reap. Giving you back your health will be nice. And then I'm gonna throw you here, not the top floor, because it seems like the top floor for Train Stewards now is a little bit more punishing, since I'm going to be getting that Ember Drain. I could be wrong, but I think that's going to be a little bit more frustrating. I like that. I like this. I wish I had more Reap cards in my hand, but I really, really wanted that Collector. So I'm just going to kind of let that happen. I'm going to let these guys go up, I guess. Yeah, we can always drop them with this stuff later. So consume 13 damage. We could just kill you with that. How about Fracture on you? And then I think I actually should just build as many candies as possible down here. Oh, I should have used Revenge of the Damned. I could have gotten the kill there. That's okay. Oh yeah, Rebel Morsels are now slightly better. So whenever you play a Rebel Morsel, you also give the Eater 1 health and 1 attack, which makes them just like much more useful, I think, and it also makes Shade Splitters just in general a little bit stronger, because you know the odds of you getting a minion that only gives you an energy is gone down. So I think overall Shade Splitters got a buff from that. Let's see. So you're already powered up from the shards. Like, you're already stronger than you were because I took the artifact right off the bat. So you're gonna have a lot of health. I don't know if I should block. I don't know if I can block. It might be better to play this on you. You'll apply the Reap to the backliner. Play this on you. You'll apply the Reap to the backliner. And then how about another one? And then we just end up with a big ol' X. Yeah. That's what I like to see. So lots of damage, like a big old nuke at the end of it. Yeah, that 98 damage Reap nuke. You love to see it. Love to see it. Proclamation, I actually just got away from that card. Bounding Echoes is sweet because it makes everything infused. So I will definitely take that. We might end up getting rid of that card if we end up with a ton of infused cards towards the end of the deck. But for right now, it's not too bad. Seraph the Diligent is going to eat my spells. So I don't really, I was thinking like for Seraph the Patient, this would be good, but I think we're probably best with getting some backline damage because it's not just backline damage. Like, we have some backline damage through Fracture, but we need backline damage that happens immediately, which is the difference. And Umbra Assault allows us to do that. Plus it gives us some good morsels. So totally cool with that. I really want this Umbra unit, because I want to see what we can get with this Gorge ability. So lifesteal or gain fuel 1. The lifesteal is going to be much stronger in the lifesteal is going to be much stronger in the what am I trying to say? In like the I'm like drawing a blank here. The lifesteal is going to be much stronger as we play, because I don't think that you gorging to get 2 fuel is really that important. Like, this is a power increase. This is a sustainability kind of thing. Like, this is efficiency. This is a power increase. So I think I like the Crucible Collector a little bit more, and I need something. So I think I'm comfortable with Crucible Collector. Let's go with that. And then Merchant of Steel, Forging is gaining powers. I think you would do well with Multi-Strike. No, I take that back. Multi-Strike is actually not very good on the Collector because of the lifesteal. You end up using both 2 stacks of lifesteal whenever you have Multi-Strike. So you actually prefer to be big and healthy without much Multi-Strike, or without any Multi-Strike. So this is a okay pick for you. Honestly, you're not going to be very strong. Like, Crucible Collector, the strength is kind of capped. So I like having you in the deck, but you're not going to be like the pub stomp that I need to make it through Covenant rank 10. So I'm a little concerned about our long-term output here. I might actually not upgrade that just in case I can give you like a large stone or something. Spell chain. What's your essence? What do you do? You give somebody lifesteal 5. Yeah, you just start them off with 5 stacks of lifesteal. That's okay. I like spell chain on something like this, but it's not infused, which is what I would really want spell chain for. I could do spell chain here. I'd really like to give you damage first. Let's see. Let me see. I'm kind of indifferent. I don't think that we need spell chain right now. As much as I want it, I don't think I need it. Similarly, Bounding Echoes might not be a bad thing to have spell chain too, but I think it's really good with intrinsic, because then I can make sure that my first round is going to have a lot of Reap applied, because I can basically drop the chef, apply a bunch of Reap. So I like this. Yeah, let's go with it. Make sure that card's in my hand right off the bat, and then I don't have any packs to engage. So fire it up. Overall, kind of a weak first shop, especially because we have this like a really, really good Gorge trigger, but didn't really get a very strong unit to use with it. So kind of a bit of a miss, I think. We'll do this for sure. Throw down the chef. The chef wants to make sure that you get Reap so that you die. I wouldn't mind this Train Steward just kind of getting tossed, actually. And then we'll do something like this. You will die to the Train Steward, and then the chef will still get its hit. and then this collector can kind of do its own thing. So the collector's not really like that strong. Like I think we're gonna have to try to swap you out with something stronger. I hope we can. We can do this to get our morsels down here and then play them here. So that's kind of how we're gonna have to draw this situation. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to kill this collector because I just don't have any backline damage. Do that. Yeah, I just don't have anything to take care of you, unfortunately. So a little rough, but that's just the way it is. This will do. You're dead, so it doesn't matter. Might as well do these down here. Not that it really matters. Just give you some health because I forgot. Forgot that I had the miner, or forgot that I had the collector, to be honest, so I just laid him down there. This is good. Love to see that. Love to see this. Love to see this. You are gonna help. You are gonna help. And then we're good. Okay, we'll definitely get the kill next round. So, like, we'll be okay. The collector can take care of this guy, because you just out-sustain, yeah, and the shardeds or the fractures or whatever. We'll take care of the rest, so. Not too bad. Overall, like, kind of a mild attempt so far. Nothing super special. The melee weakness ×3, I did re-roll on that card earlier. Subtract 1 to give it health. Also not feeling it. It is free, right? Because it infuses and extracts, and because it infuses, it still allows the chef to be giving a stack of inspiration, even though it's like taking it right away. So that's not bad at all. I wish shelter were infused, but that's okay. It's like the 2/3 chance and we didn't get it. I think Echo Infusion is the strongest of these three. Or Contamination. It's gonna cost 2 though, which hurts my reap a little bit. It actually is a little bit stronger for the collector because the collector doesn't really care how many shards are on the floor. Let's just take this. We'll try it. I mean, melee weakness is strong, but it's not like a necessary type thing. I do love the idea of Perils of Production, getting some sort of like holdover situation going on here, especially because it's infused. I like this. Yeah, let's do it. I like it, and I'll try to make the Spine Chef raged up because you don't really have much damage right now. We'll see how this goes. I still would swap out for another better Umbra unit. Like if I found like a shadow, or not shadow, if I found an Overgorger or something like that, like I would definitely take it. So I think we go here. We'll see what happens. Please give me a good one. No, it's the same set. The same set. I guess I'll take the Morsel Maker. We'll throw you behind. It's a good way to just make sure this one ends up fed. We'll give you more health, make you nice and chunky, or do we give you some damage? I'd rather give you the damage, actually. And then purge a train stew, because now we have to do that much more often with the changes to the way that Covenant Rank 10 works. Basically can't keep them around as long as I used to. I think I'll take a Wurmkin consumable. Return 3 random spell cards from the discard pile to your hand and apply consume. So you've already played these cards, throw them in your hand, apply consume. I think this is good. It's gonna basically be really, really nice if we draw it like towards the end of the fight. Oh, Awoken maybe? Regen 5? I'm gonna skip this guy actually. But I'll take the cash. I will gladly take your 10 gold. Thank you for the free stuff. Artifact in 15. We'll take it. Not bad. An artifact could totally change the way this plays. First time enemy unit dies, add 2 morsel units. That's going to give us a lot of morsels. Friendly units gaining +5 is going to make those morsels actually kind of good in combat. And then I don't have any X-Cost cards. Actually, do the Wurmkin have any X-Cost cards? I don't think I've seen a single one, now that I think about it. Cards? Wurmkin? Rare cost X. Literally just the spike. Huh, that's kind of interesting, actually. I mean, maybe there's a lot of these cards that I don't have yet. Yeah, there's only 3 cards that I've not yet seen, and I just haven't unlocked them. So yeah, not very many X-Cost cards for the Wurmkin. I know the Umbra have a few, but really not that many, because the one is the damage shield, and I've already passed on that. I actually don't think the first Hell Pact is worth it. So I think it's either Grindstone or Shade Lamp, and I think Shade Lamp's going to be more useful for my gorging. My ankle just popped. For my gorging. And then we can maybe get away with taking out some shade splitters that way, since we're going to be getting better morsels, or since we're going to be getting morsels through the lamp. Do you want to go there? You don't mind it. Let's play this, 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 this. Death. And then death. Like, I would rather you not get hit. Why are you taking 2 damage? Oh, they all do 1 damage on death. Okay, that's fine. And then you can just get played. I think we'll throw the collector there on the middle floor without any problems. Yep, collector drawn per usual because it's a banner unit. I can't really start using this Perils of Production just yet because I don't have it on like Ember, or I don't have it on holdover or whatever. So the Ember Drain is actually kind of painful right now. But we will be able to use this soon. Like, that's the idea, is we'll go to a Merchant of Magic and make that much more useful. I like this. Everybody gets some Reap. You would like some more. And then what if I block 1 hit? It's only going to block the 2 damage hit though, which is not fantastic. So I'd rather just throw you in the back, get some energy out of it. We'll just chill. Yeah, energy seems like the thing that I want to upgrade because I'm not able to play like everything that I have in my hand. You're taking a lot of damage. I would rather just do this. Then we got 2 echoes, and you guys all got 4 Reap from that because 2 echoes were added. Oh, I understand how that card can be good now in combo with the Spine Chef. I see, I see. I like it. Melee weakness 3 on you would be kind of cool, because I like need to, but first I would need to kill this Forged Disciple, and I don't have anything in my hand that would kill you. Discard pile. I could bring this back actually, and then drop you. Yeah, let's try this. So 3 random ones. Okay, you did not give me the one that I wanted. In fact, you gave me like 2 that I really didn't want. Might as well just do this. And then I think I'll give you the melee weakness, but you're gonna get hit by like something that doesn't. So 26, 0, 6, and then the 10. Yeah, I don't want to waste the melee weakness on a morsel. that doesn't really seem like the guy that should be handling this. So do one of those. I will give you some more health. We're gonna give you more health than you're gonna be taking in damage, so that's perfect. Maybe it's best if I just don't play any of these down here and we just Shade Splitter or Fracture to apply 1 more stack of Reap. Yeah, I think that's the play. So we'll just Fracture, make sure one of you guys gets more Reap, and then you'll for sure die. The morsels can go up top, but will they get Ember Drained up top? Where's it at? The first unit played. Yeah, I think you'll get Ember Drained if I throw you up there, which would be very frustrating if I got Ember Drain just for trying to waste a morsel. So gonna stay away from that one. That Ember Drain's an interesting pick decision, like design wise. That's gonna be much more frustrating, I think, than the previous, you know, just the days, because the days you can kind of get away with you know, like hiding away units or whatever. This not so much. It's gonna be a little bit more purposeful. I will give you lifesteal. That's an easy way to have you heal. I will also give you a damage shield, I think. No, I'd rather give you 6 health. And then we'll Reap. And then I think I can't really play anything else. So yeah, we'll just end. I honestly could use the capacity as well. Capacity would let me stick more morsels in here. But I think what I want to do is put a unit down here. So don't know that I need the capacity. I really just have too many morsel generated cards. Like way too many. This is good. That's like 40 damage already. Because 4 and the 20 damage from here. This is strong. And then we'll just grab another morsel as well. Feed you up. Like I basically need you to get... Wait, do you have sweep? Oh, you have sweep. How could you? Alright, well, that's fine. Both those guys will die. Not a big deal. Since they're both dying, like they both just... Wait, what? Oh, I gained 2 morsels from the Shade Lamp. Honestly, Shade Lamp's gonna give me way too many morsels. You having some heal will be good. Melee weakness on you is really important. It's gonna lower the amount of reap damage that you take, but we can kind of bring that back a little bit. So fracture you, shade splitter you. I'm glad I didn't do anti-emperor assault because I think that would pop your, no, it doesn't pop it because it's spell weakness, not melee weakness. That's right. This is a good play. It'll block one more hit from you. Then might as well do this to bump up the reap damage. Okay, so 258 is our final number. I think we'll be fine. The guy up above has so many lifesteal stacks. Yeah, 13 lifesteal stacks. It's just gonna, he's fine. Like, he's just gonna wear out any sort of boss that shows up here. So not a problem. Daedalus is a pretty weak by comparison, I think. Wretch. Return eaten units to your hand. I eat so many units that doesn't seem like a good idea, because there's a whole bunch of units that get played. Unearthed remains. When played, the current floor will gain 1. Add 1 by playing infused cards the worm can use. So you'll actually gain 1 candy container? Like, actually gain like an echoes container, so you can have more than 4? Interesting. So that raises the bare minimum for that floor, and that makes reap just much more powerful overall. And it honestly just kind of makes like everything much more powerful. I like this. I really do. I think this is a strong card. I am going to snag Unearth. We'll see how it goes. And I wish that I had an Overgorger. I just want something strong. Please give me something strong. Armor 10 and strike, apply reap 1 to enemy units is a pretty solid upgrade. The kin house is actually kind of fun, isn't it? Once all shell is removed, you have multi-strike 1 and you apply reap 1 to enemy units. I think we throw you behind Spine Chef. Maybe this is an egg round. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna make this your like focus on you. We're gonna try this out, see how it works. I think I will, instead of doing the energy though, instead of doing the space, I will want the energy though to make sure that I can hatch this guy, because 8 is pretty expensive, so I want to be able to play as many infused cards as possible. So I like this, and then we'll move on. Oh wait, what? I am back. Hard drive numero dos was filled up from the 111 gig stream just stream basically download that I did yesterday, and so totally ran out of space on the hard drive, but we're good. We're cleared up now. Deleted a bunch of episodes of all of the whatever your favorite series is. You're waiting on the next one. I deleted that. We should be good though. I think I honestly just want to keep taking swings at Umbra units. Like, I really want to unlock a better Umbra unit, because we have the fossilized fangs. Like, we have the technology. We can make something better out of this gorge ability, and we have so many morsels that we're generating. Like, I really want this to be some sort of Overgorger, Shadow Gorger, whatever Gorger run, and I don't think any of these help us really increase the power level of this deck. So we're gonna go this way. Something good, something good, something good, something good, go. Yes. Okay, I'm content with this. The Overgorger is going to give +1 permanently if we decide to sack it, which I think is probably a bad idea. I'm much more comfortable giving the lifesteal to an Overgorger than I am taking this Gorge +1 permanently and applying it to like the collector, I think. Hold on, would it actually make sense, because you're so big, right? And you cost 2 energy. So big, cost 2 energy, don't have any health. Whereas on the other side of the fence, we have already spent some money on health, gets lifesteal, already big, 2 size. Like, I could just give this essence to the Crucible Collector, and then now we're talking. Like, now we have a scaling Crucible Collector, a permanently scaling Crucible Collector, that we can just be throwing Morsel Maker behind. And if we wanted to, we could actually focus on, where are you at? Right here, we could focus on getting more size, and so then we could just like supercharge you even more. I think we definitely take the Overgorger, which, like, perfect timing. We try to yeet the stews for sure. Get these out of here. I don't want to look at them. Get these twos out of here. And then I think we take the Overgorger essence and we put it on the collector. And I might regret that, but I think it'll work. Oh, it could also be just like ridiculous to put the Kinhost vessel or something like that and give that like a gorge. But I think this is going to be the better thing to do. So we'll take the Overgorger, and then we're going to stick you on the collector, which is perfect because that gorge is going to run 2 times. So you're going to scale just as much as a normal Overgorger. So you'll love to see that. That's going to be really good. Spell chain is okay. Like we could use spell chain a couple different places. Probably something like, no, not barrels. We want this to be holdover, not spell chain. This wouldn't be too bad. Total recall. No, this could be fun. We're only gonna get to play you once, so spell chain really is just gonna let me play you twice. That's about it. And I don't particularly need the space on you. I kind of just want more. Is there anything I want to play twice? Not really. There's actually a couple of cards I'd like to get rid of, if anything. And then, well, magic power and piercing. I mean, that could be fun with Antumbra Assault. It could also be, I think it would also be much better on Revenge of the Damned. It's gonna help this scale into the late game as well. I think this is the better play, to be honest. It's gonna now deal 30 piercing damage. Okay, I think that was a pretty solid like power upgrade. And I want you to be holdover. I don't want to double stack you. I want you to be holdover. I've ruined a deck before making you holdover. So I'm gonna stay away from that. Let's do cost as well. Can make you cheaper. I think we just go reroll and hope for the holdover. We do get the holdover. So if this guy is gonna be played every turn, the rage and 3, or the rage and then 3 energy, which is gonna be really nice. We can start to make all of our cards as cheap as possible. So like I'm talking fractures, making of immortals, shade splitters, like everything needs to be cheap because we're going to be, we're going to be playing this Perils of Production like nearly every turn. So make you cheap, perhaps. Make you cheap, perhaps. Make you cheap, perhaps. I would like to give you some damage, actually. Actually, you definitely need damage. Let's do this. And then 10 magic power to you. And then honestly, these hosting kins, they could probably just get out of here. Like I probably don't need them anymore. Let's go with the Reap. The only other one that would be good now is whenever you attack, you generate candies. Because that could be good to help us hatch that egg that we have sitting in the back. Don't want to deal with multi-strike right now because we kind of just want to feed the Gorger. Like the whole point of this run right now is going to be just to feed the Gorger. Or try to. So Spine Chef, you're good to go. Kinhost Vessel, you're on deck. I like how you have this little like shield around you. It's nice. It's a little bubble, a little happiness bubble. Like while the war for hell rages around you. 13 damage here. We'll push you to the back. Honestly, I think won't you die to the Reap? No, you're not taking any Reap at all. How are you not taking any damage at all from Reap? Shouldn't you be damaged? Am I insane? You have regen, so I understand why your health number doesn't look like normal. But you should be taking 6 Reap times the 4, right? Oh, Kinhost Vessel is sucking away the candy before it can apply Reap to these guys. Okay, new plan. Not really new plan, just old plan. We're gonna have to stack the middle 4 with candies also so that the Reap actually takes place. Good thought. Didn't really realize that was gonna be the way that works. So Reap, now I wanna put it on the big guys instead of the small guys, I think. We definitely wanna play you there. I will take one of these, play you there. I want to make sure you get at least 3. So boom and boom. And then now you'll hatch, which is great. These guys are going to make it to the top, but I think we're doing this in the name of Kinhost Pupa. Okay, so now we have this cardless multi-striking armor 20 little demon here that's going to do a pretty good job of applying Reap to everybody, which is honestly really nice. Morsel Maker is going to be really important there. We should probably start getting some kills so that we're not as concerned about the amount of damage our pyres are gonna take. 30, I gotta get you below 30 health. I gotta get you below a lot of health. How about this? And then this, they'll take 14. Good, not great. You'll at least only deal like 14 damage to our pyre. This is gonna be the rougher situation. I'll give that to you. I will give this to you. Unfortunately, everyone here is probably still gonna just damage me, or damage my pyre. Probably would have been a good idea to play Antumber Assault there, but we're all right. Okay, yeah, 17 damage to the pyre. Not a big fan of that. These guys scale as they move up because that's their like resolve trigger. So you have to look out for these guys. They are spooky indeed. Oh, you're gonna be the perfect rage target. That's fantastic. Hadn't even considered that. I want you both to die. You have 13 Reap. If we could just add one more to this floor, you will die. So if we give you one more Reap, you both will die. That's perfect. Shade Splitter here as well. It's gonna help a little bit. Can't play any more morsels. Like morsel capacity, we're full up. 3 random spell cards that consume. That might not be a bad idea actually. Let's go Total Recall. Give me these guys. They're all now consumed. So I will do this. That's gonna make the Reap damage much stronger down here. We'll do it again to you. Can't really play this even if I do get it, so I'm not really worried about him. The melee weakness could be good just to drop this guy. And like, you're gonna pass your damage off because now you'll take 13 or 16 or whatever it may be. I think we're fine. This guy's gonna go up top and I think he'll die from his Reap. He only had 2, never mind, I take that back. Take that back, he did not have enough Reap. Oh, you're Ember Drained because of the situation here. I was like, why am I losing energy? Yeah, there we go. We have so many energy that like, we're actually doing okay. The Ember Drain is really not stacking up just yet. How are you? You're not great. But you know what? We have the solution to this problem. Can't do anything down here. Shade Splitter here. Probably the best play. Just gonna build a candy down here. And then honestly, all of these morsels, they're garbage. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. They're all just kinda clogging up the deck. So maybe we need to find a way to get rid of like the makings of a morsel, or we need to have a feast in this deck to be able to play much more often. Like there's a couple of different things I need to do here, I think, that we just don't have yet. Gaining one it's a little late for that, I think. Like Unearth Remains would be fun to have played if we played it a while ago. This is piercing damage, which will be nice because we gave him 6 Reap at the end there. This is nice as well. Might as well play it. Okay, nice. I like this little, that's cool. I like that this changes. 500 or 403 damage is nothing to laugh at. And we are still gorging as well. So this guy is 65 damage, and how many gorge triggers did you get? 16. So you're at least like 46 damage and scaling. So we got you know, scaling pretty well for the situation at least. I will gladly give you one of those. Technically, we'll just hit you. You should like gorge every turn, right? Didn't matter. You didn't get that many turns. Broken Memories returned a consume spell to the top of your draw pile. That's really good if you go down the spell chain route, or if you go down the whatever that card is that brings all your spells that are consumed back or something like that. It's kind of like a burnout for spells. I'm not gonna be worried about that. Ancient Resonance could be fun to deal some damage, kind of like a nice little nuke, 20 damage nuke to the back line. That's not bad. Seraph the Diligent's gonna eat our spells anyway. This might be good for this scenario. This is also good. We have a lot of energy though. I think Broken Memories will work. We'll try this out. I don't particularly, I want Feast. I definitely want Feast. So we're gonna be able to use Feast to kind of supercharge our Crucible Collector. And if I can get this bad boy on like Holdover or the Spell Chain, we're gonna be able to eat like crazy, because we're gonna be able just to like feast 2 or 3 times in one round, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I have no problem doing that. Unstable Vortex, Divine Boons. Honestly, the caves are so much stronger in this new DLC update that I'm actually thinking we should just be trying to get caves almost as much as possible. I say that, and then I got an old event, unfortunately. What do you guys do? Playing a blight card. You give me damage for blight cards, and then you restore some health. I think the deck is good. Like, I appreciate your support in these trying times, but I think I'm good. Fell is going to, I don't know what fell, I don't know which fell this is. I could probably check. I think I kind of remember. I think this is the one that your things are raged out. I think the little sun is rage. I could be wrong, but I don't think you're the one that gives me Scourge cards, because I think the Scourge cards one has like a little card emblem in it. So I don't need this, and I don't particularly want this. And Seraph the Diligent, I don't think you drop blight cards either. So I'm just gonna skip this. This doesn't seem to be the place for it. And it's not like I have like a Dante or something like that that would scale well with it. So not necessary. Not today. Don't believe. Wouldn't mind making you thick, but you being like sweep or something, like there's got to be a better upgrade that I can give to you. Maybe even a just like a raw health or raw damage. I don't know. I don't really know what to do with you. The vessel I could make a little bit more healthy so that it doesn't die to like a sweep unit. That could be relevant. I don't remember if it passes it on to the little guy, to be honest. But I like that just paying 20 gold, I can basically make sure this thing doesn't die to sweep. So I'm gonna keep you around for sure. Endless not gonna work on this map, I don't think. Not map, on this set of units. Don't need to reroll. What would be purged? Many things could be purged. Train Stew, the first of them. Get out of here. Divine Boons are just for fun. Because we're still not at 100 shards. I think 100 is like the sweet spot. I don't think you want to go above like 120, because whenever these guys start getting scaled up, like that's when you run into problems. The mini bosses can be super dangerous. Fell, for example, can be stealthed. A lot of things like that are just going to be kind of brutal as you're trying to push through. So I definitely think that like you should keep the pack shards at a closer to 100 without going over, like blackjack, right? You don't want to go over, because then you just get too much of a good thing. And you metaphor, I don't know, there's no metaphor. This doesn't make any sense. I could damage you, but you wouldn't die. I could also kill you guys for sure. Like the 23 damage is a lot, but I think we can overcome it. Yeah, I'm good with this. They're not going to take any reap damage. So if I play all of these things, at least I will be able to hatch the pupa sooner. So that's going to be really nice. A little bit more. Rubble Morsel, sure. Oh, we should have the Rubble Morsel tank this hit. This guy's hit right here. Boom. That's going to be fantastic. And then we just kill one of you guys, and then now you're looking good. Okay, perfect. Play you, and we'll just end the turn. All right, give me the Gorger. Thank you. Play. Oh, I'm not going to be able to play everything here, am I? No. You give me, by playing you actually give me a 2 energy, which will apply enough to maybe hatch this vessel. So I'm thinking we should definitely be playing Entumbra Assault down the low. Or Total Recall? No. I want to play Collector for sure. Like 100% Collector. Morsel Maker will help. Something down here that gives me 1 candy, which basically has to be Entumbra Assault. Unless I want to grab this and then bring back this guy, but then I won't be able to afford it. So let's do Entumbra Assault. Might as well hit you with it. And then we play... Oh, I should have hit someone else with it. And then this is Piercing. No, I would much rather take away this 23 damage. So we're going to do that. And then everybody can get the reap damage applied to them on the next floor, because right now the pupa is going to use it all. And then everything else here is probably fine. Yeah. So we'll just do that. You'll get some lifesteal, which means you'll heal back a little bit of that. Okay. So Reap is good for taking out these stealth units usually, but because this pupa is like collecting the first 3 or 4, or the first 2 or 3 rounds of candies, like we're not able to wipe out these silent marksmen as often as we normally would. That's an easy play, I think. We'll give you that, maybe. Hold that thought. Raid you first? No. How do I make sure this thing dies? Turn a consume spell to the top of your drop pile. I think I need a larger, not you, consumed. Yeah, I don't want any of these. I need a larger nuke card, like a consume single target damage card. So maybe Perseverance or Proclamation or whatever the heck it's called. Maybe that would be actually a pretty solid card to pick up. I like that. Now you're gonna hatch. I like this. Honestly, I'm just gonna play everything I have. And then you'll go to the top of the draw pile. But I think I'd rather have you. No. I want you. I want this hosting Ken. I might use it next turn, probably to knock out like a backliner or something, because your health is going to be super low. I can do this and avoid the 23 damage. Shade Splitter for sure. And then there's nothing I can do here. Okay, we're going to take a bunch of damage from this tank as he goes up. I just don't have that many, or I didn't really focus on this floor as much. So you're just kind of going to have to live with this guy doing some damage. Yeah, that's not as much as you'd like. Like we could focus up there instead of down here. I don't know. How are you not taking that much damage? Oh, because you're life stealing. So you're gonna take 8, 8, 11, and then you're gonna life steal 22 of it back. So you're only gonna lose the 5. Yeah, I like this. This is fine. We'll just let that happen. I think this is how we play it. We need to get your Reap number up, and then also get as many of these echoes as possible. So 39, I'm comfortable with that. We can give you more damage. Give you more damage. Because you're going to hit this guy real hard. And then this card doesn't do anything. Because once this thing hatches, I don't have any more room for morsels. So we're kind of just in this situation. And do you give Reap to the only the person you hit, or do you give Reap to everybody? You give Reap to everybody. You are insane, little bug. And I know that bug has been fixed, I think. Like it previously didn't do that much damage. So I guess the part or the way that they balanced that guy out was the little multi-strike and apply Reap or whatever. So I think it's probably a lot more balanced than it was previously. Because before I was always kind of, I don't want to say I was upset by it, but it definitely didn't feel like I was using it to the best, or to the most. Using it to the fullest. Okay, I don't think that we need to play that. Melee weakness on you will be nice. Feast here is going to be nice, but that's honestly just kind of selfish. That's just so that I can have you gorge a few more. Play you and play you. Do one of these just to get the extra echoes. 290, huh? 18 times the 4 is your first hit? Yeah, I mean, that's not fantastic. We didn't really build that much Reap up on the boss. I think it was like 15. Yeah, 14 stacks. You are going to die to the Gorger, which is fantastic, but it could have been better. Could have been better. I think we'll be okay. I would like to try to get the Feast on like a more frequent turnover. Like I'd like to be able to play that more often, and so then we can scale this guy up super quickly. But right now it's just like not there. So I do like Soul Siphon. I didn't previously, but now it applies Ember Drain to only friendly units, which means you can play it if there's nothing there. And I think it might have always been that way, but I feel like it wasn't. I think the other fun thing about it is that it's going to allow me to hatch this pupa really, really quickly if I can do it first. If I can play this first. I also don't really care about Ember Drain so long as Perils of Production has been like started its cycle. So once I start cycling this card, I'm okay with bringing in Soul Siphon. So I'm gonna snag you. Let's do a little bit of that. Finally get some fun stuff from the get some fun stuff from the Umbra clan. Cannibalize is going to be sweet. This is going to allow me to play a couple more morsels on that, you know, Overgorger floor. I'm going to be able to... Oh, no, that's not how that works. Whatever. I'll be able to kill one of the not so good morsels and swap it out with a better one. Maybe that's what I was looking for. Concealed caves? Yeah. Hit me with this. There's a lot of shenanigans we can pull in the shop if we find like a holdover or intrinsic in the middle thing or something like that. The Bone Shaker makes its way through the abandoned train yard. And unfortunately, I do not want either of these cards. Don't believe. It was great that you offered them to me though. Thank you very much. Random event number 17 or whatever. Draw one each turn, then return one card to the top of your draw pile. I love these sorts of cards, these sorts of cycle things in I love these sorts of cycle cards in card games. They're so much fun. They allow you to like really sift through your deck and then be able to see what it is you're gonna have to deal with next turn. So that's pretty cool. And then when a spell is played, gain one thing. I think Cheater's Hand is just good. I'm excited that this artifact exists. I didn't know this was in the game. That's very cool. Thank you for throwing that sort of mechanic in. I love sifting mechanics. They're very fun. They allow you to set up some like really fun concepts or really fun combos. Or potentially. Feast on holdover, I think this is the play. Like, I think we have so many morsels that we can generate that being able to play this guy as much as possible is really, really important. But before I do that, I want to double check that there's no spell chain here. There is not. Okay, so give me, hold on, give me your feast. And then here's my like dilemma. Do I use intrinsic on feast so that I'm starting to hold over right off the bat, like starting this chain? Or do I use intrinsic on our soul siphon to be able to make the what do you call it? Be able to make the gorger, or not the gorger, the little pupa hatch a lot faster. I think we're actually hatching you at a pretty good rate. I'm gonna go with feast because I want this gorger to be massive and I want to justify the decision that I made in making it in you know, burning up an Overgorger and putting it into this crucible collector here. So I'm gonna make it worth it. Yeah, I'm a little worried about this, but we'll figure that out when time gets there. Make you cheaper? No, not worth it. Not really worth it. Like, we're already at 95. I don't think we need to go that much higher. I'm comfortable as we are, I think. Sure, we'll just make that cheap. I usually end up playing it at the end of the fight anyway. This doesn't get played very much. Might as well make it just better, I think. I don't know. It's gonna consume now, but we have some cards that'll bring back consume cards from the dead, so it's not that big of a deal. Like, consume became much stronger. You know, that upgrade used to be kind of bad, but it got a lot better. Okay, so we're going to choose a card to return because we have Cheater's Hand. This might slow down our deck a little bit, but I'm okay with it. I'm definitely gonna play you, and you. There's no real point to playing either of these two cards, but at least this one. Oh, I'd have to play this. I'd have to play this on Spine Chef if I want to play it and get the effect of it. I was thinking like, oh yeah, we could get the two candies, but I'd have to kill something, so not worth it. So we're gonna throw this back. I'll throw you back. That's fine. Oh, there were cards down here. Oops. That's okay. So we'll play you. Spine Chef, get in there. Kin Host, good to go. Antumbra Assault, please drop this massive damage dealer. Now that we have all of these cards because of the Shade Lamp and then the two that you gave me, let's throw some health on you, and then we'll have you feast, and then we'll throw some health on you. How about that? And then we'll throw these guys up here. Yeah, feast is gonna be good to have on holdover. I like using this. I haven't done it very often. I haven't really done this like feast combo very much, but I think it's gonna be fun. The melee weakness, I actually really like the idea of just using melee weakness right off the bat. and like knocking out one of these statues or something. So I'm cool with this. I'm gonna toss a Shade Splitter instead and like delay that to the next turn. So you for sure. Let's kill something. Oh, I don't have any candies. Hold on, let's do this first. Hold over intrinsic, okay. And if we can kill a unit with this Revenge of the Damned, we'll also get 2 morsel units that we can drop back here. So I would prefer to use this on you, I think. One of the 2 of you. There's 2 back there, even though you can't really see them. So let's do this, and then this. Give me those morsels. We'll throw you guys both there. And then melee weakness 3, I think probably goes better on this floor so that we can do the 75 damage instead of here where we can do like the 15. Let's put you there. And then now this thing dies. Yeah, 300 damage, that's good. That bottom floor is going to make it through. I think a lot of those guys are going to make it up higher, but that's okay. It's not time to play this just yet. Okay, Morsel Maker, you need to get played. Fracture should probably get played. I'm a little scared of you. You're gonna do 6 times 3 damage to my pyre. That's not too bad. 18 though, it's a little rough. I would prefer for you definitely not to make it up there, so I think we try to reap. You're gonna take 101 already. Maybe we do this so that you hatch. This so that you can feast. This is an easy card to play down here. Everybody gets reap. We apply the 1 extra, and then now they're gonna be there. I think we just eat. No, there's no reason to eat, right? It actually would go better here. Yeah. Unless we just wanted to make a candy go there to deal that damage to everybody. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes way more sense. So then this way they both take the charge echo damage. Oh, and we got a energy because we already ate the 1 little guy. That's a fun little side effect that I didn't even think about. Reap you, you'll take the damage. Okay. So the big, massive paladin's gonna make it up to the top, which is a little spooky. I need to make sure that he won't do 49 damage. Honestly, toss one of these Shade Splitters. We got like 4 of them. Yeah, all right, how much damage are you gonna do? 55 health? So you'll deal 22 damage? I should probably make sure you die. How can I do that? By playing things like this. So Shade Splitter, Shade Splitter. You're gonna take some damage, but it's not that much more because you're taking 10 armor and 11 reap, so you're basically just taking 2 more damage than you're gaining in armor. Yeah, it wasn't smart, particularly. Beast is good here for sure. And then now we play all the other guys. Might as well give you some energy. You've hatched, which is nice. 13 damage, not worth, right? Just basically be doing 3 damage to you. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Consume a spell. I could bring back, not that pile, this pile. I could bring back Antumbra Assault, but I think it goes to the top of the, yeah, it goes to the top of the draw pile, which just means that I'm not gonna be able to get it back. Bounding Echoes doesn't really matter. Unearthed Remains could be good to bring back, actually. Oh, how dare you sweep my morsels away. Yeah, hit me with this, and then bring this guy back. I want 1 more. I'm not satisfied, not yet. 1 of those, and then we end the turn, okay. So, yeah, big guy's gonna smash, but I think that's where we're kind of gonna pause. Like 33 is not too bad. I want to get this in rotation. I haven't started playing that yet. I probably won't play Soul Siphon anymore because it's already, unless I play it on the top floor just to like catch anyone that wants to get, that has reap damage. Yeah, I actually definitely can't just play it up top. It doesn't cost me anything and it gets out of the pile, so might as well. Actually, I don't want to throw anything away. I might as well throw away this guy since we can't play him here. So we can feast. We can throw you there. We can do this. You're gonna die. I don't like that. This is good. This is good, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, like, this guy's just gonna die. There's not much I can do to save the chef, unfortunately. Master Chef is kill. You're good. Might as well play this up here. And then more damage to Fel. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna lose the chef, which means we're gonna lose our like primary method of dumping reap on people. But honestly, the little bug's doing good by himself. Yeah, throw that dead weight out of there. The little bug's doing well by himself, so we can kind of just rely on this guy. But the third, like, he's gonna be super squishy. So if we can kill you, that'd be nice. We cannot. I can though body block, which will be fun. Feast. I love that. We will do one of these. Cannibalize it. And then now we have lots of them. 1, 2. Oh no, I want a lifesteal in here. 3. You'll get your lifesteal, won't you? You'll heal it up next turn. So I'm not really worried about your the damage you'll take. This is good for you, and then we might as well jewel you. Or not jewel, miner you. And then this guy can't do anything. Okay, perfect. So it's working out. It looks a little chaotic because we lost our like main chef, you know? Like the head chef has left the kitchen, but we're still okay. He just, he took a job at a Michelin star restaurant. He's trying to get James Beard. He's doing, you know, he's doing well for himself. He went on to greener pastures or Frencher laundries, that sort of thing. I think we probably just want to feast, right? Like, might as well. I will body block a little bit. Discard pile, discard pile. What you got for me? You apply consume to them, and I don't know that, like, some of these I don't want consumed. Like, it would be very bad if my perils was consumed, so I don't think this is the time for you, unfortunately. I think you just gotta wait. You can take some damage though. Here, have some damage. All right, Relentless. I'm pretty sure this thing's just a boss killer. If I had like a better tank in front of it, it would be anyway. We'll toss that. We'll give you some of this. Tell you what, you look like the kind of bug that could use some damage shield and some health and some damage, and we'll have you feast. And that'll keep you alive a little bit longer. Double your damage output, which is, you'll love to see it. Fantastic. We'll hit you hard. And then this will not do anything, to be honest. Not do much at all. Okay. Still gorging. Still going. Like, the gorges are still happening. They look great. Honestly, I've just been tossing this dead weight every turn. I kind of love it. Kind of love the cheese behind it. Cannibalize? Does it really matter? We're just gonna feast. I'll play you, cannibalize you, and then I'll throw 3 down there. Like, that, it doesn't really matter, right? And then we'll just let it go. Okay. I was just trying to get as many feasts out as possible, or gorges out as possible, because I really want this guy just absolutely massive. And then maybe we just dupe him. We just dupe him for the final fight. Not bad. Removing 3 shell from the egg is not bad at all. I'm a little concerned this card will come after the egg has already served its purpose, or like has already hatched. Shroud Spike would be fantastic, especially with some of the numbers we put up. Like some of the numbers of energy we end up with. I like this. I see some combos in your future. And then I'm actually gonna go with this. I think the capacity is going to allow me to body block with morsels more often on the bottom floor, and it's going to let me play more morsels in the middle, so we're just going to supercharge that gorging. Trinkets, concealed caves, merchant magic, pyre. I could use a pyre health. I don't really know that I need trinkets. I think we go this way. Hit me with your good stuff, please. Spermfrost. Not what I was looking for, but will work, because I think it could be fun here. And then we just do it whenever we get the chance. Or we reroll and hope that we get remove consume. Or this, and then we just play it whenever we have the right timing. Don't know. This could also be a timing kind of thing. This could also be timing kind of thing. Actually, no, Broken Memories is, I pretty much want to play it every time I get the chance. I think maybe we're going to benefit a little bit more from like this sort of thing than we will from, and even this is like kind of not scaling anymore. I think I re-roll and I hope that I get the remove consume. No. To be honest, I don't know. I'm at a weird point. 2 + 1 times? I mean, that's kind of okay. It's gonna make this card a little bit better. Purging though? How's purging look? Let's go to the caves. Maybe there's something in there that'll change the whole run and then I can just, you know, I can sleep easy. Nope, 2 ornate chests. I don't have much fire health to lose, so I'm actually gonna kind of chill. Yeah, I don't want this. Oh, something just happened outside. It was a very loud boom. Upgrade spell with 30 magic power. That is like the only way this thing is useful, to be honest. These guys are kind of weak right now. Essences? I don't think this is a good idea. Like, don't you give +6 and +6 to whatever this is? Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, it would be fine, but yeah, not for this run. Magic power on you. It's kind of iffy. Like, this card's not super great. It's kind of a weak way to get to 100 pack shards. What is the next one? To just get an artifact? Yeah, also not great. I think we take it. Maybe I try to play these more often. I don't know. They're not super good cards. I feel like I maybe should have tried to toss those a little bit faster. Hosting Kin. Apply Reap 5 with 110 health, which is really good. Or Strike, gain candies. We usually are hatching our egg within 2 turns. So the candy gain is actually not as important as it kind of was previously. I think we're just full decay. Like, I think we just 110 health, big tank. You tank for the Reaper, and we just kind of go from there. I don't need this. I will purge. I think I've come to the conclusion that purging is what I need. And I want to get rid of a lot of things. I want to get rid of a lot of things, to be honest. I think the fractures have outworn their welcome. I think that the Shade Splitters are bad. I'm not feeling super good about this random Hosting Kin. Melee weakness is actually kind of iffy for me, but it's like a D tier, whereas a lot of these are much lower. I think it's time to toss a Shade Splitter. And we would prefer to like draw other things instead, is the only real reason that I'm getting aggressive about it. It will just give you more damage. All right, spend it all. Spending it all. Nearly all of it anyway. Do not want specs. Even though it may come with this bounty of 400 gold, I do not want it. Okay, love to see it, love to see it, love to see it, love to see it. Because I want Bounding Echoes to apply to the feast, since we're gonna be playing it so often. I actually really like this to start, and I really like this to start, so I'm kind of at a confusion point. It might be a good idea just to throw this back on top of the deck, and we can just play you next turn, because I actually don't have any gorging. I don't have any morsels this turn. So I think we'll just throw you back. Like, we'll hit you another time. Bounding Echoes here. Spine Chef, you're doing great. You are going to apply Reap. Oh, I also could have just used Feast next turn too. That didn't have to be right away. Do one of these. Do one of these. Do one of these. That really was just to apply the Reap. It doesn't really do much else. The problem is we don't have the pupa. Yeah, there you are. Little guy almost got away. Fracture, get out of here. So, pupa, for sure. Rage up. Collector needs to be in the play because your damage is insane, and I need your damage to be able to drop these guys. We can play everything else in our hand, huh? 1, 2, one of those. How much damage are you taking? Not enough? Because the Pupa's not killing these guys? It's okay. We might end up in a situation. That's what the Gorger's for. The Gorger's for taking out the everything that makes it on. Jade Splitter. Play you. Play you. Now you're gonna hatch. That's good. Love to see it. Do one of these. I wish there was a morsel that damaged every unit on the floor, which I guess is kind of what a Shadow Gorger does or whatever. It's kind of one of those where when it eats a morsel, it damages everything on the floor. But that would be a very interesting combo. If this was a Shadow Gorger instead of a Collector, and I had given it the Overgorger perk, oh, that could be fun. There could be some fun combos there. I like that concept at least. For sure, you. This is easy play, I think. I think you actually need the lifesteal to get back in it. So we're gonna do that. Gonna do this. I'm a little worried about this Gilded Wing making it up there with, 100 health. Speaking of which, there's 2 of them. It's not just the one anymore. It's 2 Gilded Wings. Shade Splitters. I don't want this. No, I do, because I can play that up top and I can make sure that this guy takes all the reap damage that we've built up. Yeah. Finally, our Eggy Boy is hatched. At last, our plan come to fruition. Please die. Thank you. Eat more morsels. Looking good. Looking good. Are you gonna die to his spikes? You are gonna die to his spikes. How is this little guy not dying? Because you're attacking first and killing it? I have no idea. I'm not concerned. You are spooky, but you'll die in 2 hits. We're gonna take a little bit of damage from your spikes. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, we're fine. We're doing fine. The amount of damage you guys are taking from Reap is good to see. Here, we'll just pile it on a little bit more. Please give me more energy. Build up the damage on these guys a little bit. And then, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, even if we don't kill them on the first 2 floors, the amount of damage that the Reap is, decaying them over time is enough to be pretty significant. It's pretty dangerous. Which, I mean, is generally why you like to focus on... It's generally why you like to focus this whenever you play a Frostbite deck. It's a very, very similar kind of thing, right? The build is almost identical. Or you just want to apply it all on the bottom floor, then hope they die by the time they get to the top. I wouldn't mind bringing this spell back. I also wouldn't mind bringing Antumbra Assault back, so I'm totally cool with doing this. There's probably better spells in the deck to do, like Shroud Spike. Actually, let me reword that. I don't want to play this just yet. I want to get Shroud Spike, because I really want to supercharge you at the end of this round, or at the end of this run. Let's do this. That's going to apply a ton of Reap across the board. This looks good. This looks good. Since there's space, you'll hatch more out. Oh no, you'll hatch them no matter what, because you hatch at the start of the turn, or like at the end of the combat or whatever. We'll just hold off. Okay, so we're gonna take some pyre damage here. I feel like if I had a slogan, it would be, oh, we're gonna take some pyre damage here. We'll be okay. Even though he was not okay. He was not okay. Perils, get angry, my little friend. I need you to be angrier. Does not look like you're being that angry. Little scared of Total Recall. It just terrifies me, you know? Like if it accidentally catches my Perils of Production, it's just a bad time. Very bad time. I would actually be okay with it catching Feast, like that's not that big of a deal. Perils of Production means I don't get anything to play next turn, and that's spooky. That's spooky indeed. I don't really care that this would extract 3. I don't need to play it, so I'm just gonna hang on. I'm just gonna let this go. Give me my morsels, thank you. Dead weight. I did not get my Shroud Spike. I have not yet gotten to play it, and I won't get to play it either. That's very unfortunate. We will feast though. And throw a few more in there. Oh, so many gorges. So many gorges. Yeah, so even though the gorge triggers are like minus or +1 damage, you're gorging twice as much. So you're just, it all evens out. Like you're getting absolutely huge. But basically just like an Overgorger. Like this. Boom, boom. Okay. I don't remember what he was gonna take. It really wasn't that much damage, all things considered. To be honest, it really wasn't that much. Still no spike, huh? Really couldn't give me that one, could you? Really wouldn't give me the spike, would you, RNG? Just let me have this one thing. This one thing that I want so very badly. It's alright, Overgorger knows all. You can't stop the Overgorger. So much damage. And our stack is actually going to work really well for whenever we fight the Last Divinity as well. Because like we have a good unit to tank a hit at the bottom, and then we have a good unit to tank the multi-strike in the middle. Because it uses lifesteal to just heal up. So like we're perfectly fine. I have no concerns about the Last Divinity. Unless the Seraphite is very difficult. I actually think we're probably done grabbing cards. Unless we want to do some Forgotten Trade Spike combo. Yeah, we have to. We have to. We just have to try. It's so worth it. It would be so worth it. It could be fun to throw you up at the top as well, but I don't think I need to. +1 per turn. Yeah, that would be nice. I think I'm good actually. We'll just hang on. Like honestly, everything's as big as it needs to be. I'm at the point now where I think the deck just needs to ride. Finishing touches may be just to toss a couple of cards. I don't think there's anything I would dupe. Are we over 100? We are. Should I dupe you? No. You're at 170. Like, you're fine. I don't need to dupe. I'm a little concerned that we won't be able to chew through the frontliners to get to the backliners, but that's really what the big AoE reap application's for, so I need Spine Chef to stay alive. That's going to be like the big crux of whether we kill those backliners, is how healthy is Spine Chef. So gonna focus, yeah, I want to get rid of you. Gonna focus on getting rid of cards that do not make Spine Chef apply more reap. Which honestly, everything helps with that. So maybe not. Making of a Morsel is kind of a weak card at this point. Yeah, I actually think this is kind of weak. And they show up way too often, the two of them. So gonna cut those. 3 per candy is kind of fun, especially with you. Does that apply to the little guy? I haven't really been paying attention to know if it applies to the little guy. I feel like it does. I'm just gonna let it happen. He's multi-strike whenever he comes out anyway, so can't give it to him. That'll burn off more of your lifesteal. That doesn't really do much. Unless we give you +10 attack. That doesn't really do much either. Probably better just to purge one of these. One of these. Purge a Fracture. We never powered them up, so I think they're kind of weak. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that. I'm above. I can't resist. Actually, you know what? The draw, we'll take it. Because then I can lay a card down, know what it's going to be, and then draw it. The top 4 gains 1 that cannot be removed. That's really not that big of a deal. Spells gaining an extra upgrade slot is way too late for that. And then rationing scales are ridiculous. They're very, very fun in the beginning of the game, but like I don't know about the end game there. It's a little spooky. Little spooky. Because it basically lowers your health for the Seraphite if you're like below, 63 or whatever. Like my health would have been lowered. It basically puts it at the Covenant rank 25 health, like all the time. Total Recall is not going to do any good, so. All right, would you die? No. In fact, you're thriving. Kinhost Vessel, you're going to do great. You're going to be a real egg someday. You're going to be a real bug someday. Love to see this. Everyone else is going to get Reap. Going to just apply this here, so they all at least take one next turn. I mean, that maybe wasn't the best play, but probably should have played it on the bottom floor, but that's okay. Total Recall. Play you. Play you. We gotta try to kill something, but that's okay. We can't really kill anything. There's nothing to be killed. Fracture you, so you don't hit my pyre. I need to hatch this egg, so I'm gonna take a few licks in the meantime, but it'll work out because I think the top lane has enough. Oh, you're gonna die. Okay, so I need to put these two jewelers down and then feast so that you can live. Yeah, let's toss this. And then jeweler, feast, you'll live, I think. And then Morsel Maker, will you live? Yeah, you'll take 21 damage that way. Oh, and you'll have two lifesteal, which is what you really need. You really need the lifesteal, to be honest. So, jeweler. All right, is everyone down here gonna live? Yeah, you guys will be fine. Morsel Maker, Beast. That'll keep you alive, and you'll heal your remaining health because you have the lifesteal. You have 4 lifesteal, so now you're probably fine. You're gonna die. Everyone here is almost dead, except for this guy. That's a little frustrating. I wouldn't mind consuming these. But I also really want to play these things so they get out of my deck. Yeah, let's play these. Get them out of here. It's looking a little bit spookier. We kind of got a slow start. Like, Spine Chef is already almost dead. Get rid of that. Oh, I forgot that the first card I play every turn is going to get consumed. So, what did I consume on accident? I accidentally consumed Feast. That was bad. That was kind of bad. I mean, it's okay, but gonna be a little bit frustrating. Do not accidentally consume Perils of Production. Do not accidentally consume Perils of Production. I need you to live. So, probably should drop like one of these backliners, because now I can't feast to give them like damage shield and stuff like that on demand, which I was kind of relying on a little bit. Okay, so you'll block actually 2 hits, which is hilarious because you'll block this guy's hit and then you'll block this guy's hit. You'll take the 10 and then you'll take the 5 from this guy's death. So I can probably block the 10 with you. Now you take the 5? Yeah, perfect. Melee weakness isn't gonna work on this floor. This is a good play, I think. To make you raged. And it applies the reap to everybody. Boom, boom. We have so much energy. So much energy. Honestly, the Crucible Collector is gonna be the main dude in this fight. Even more so after that. That's gonna be a good kill, 600 damage. Yeah, Spine Chef is too weak. Just took way too many hits. And because of the way the Ember Drain works up top, I couldn't guarantee that I would draw Pairs of Production, so I wasn't able to like start on the middle and the top, which I would have liked to have done. I never am gonna draw a Shroud Spike, am I? It's always at the end of my deck. This is not that great right now. Antumbra Assault to kill something here is a good idea. The problem, you play your first morsel each turn, draw 1. So I would like to play a morsel, so I have to kill something with Intumber Assault to play a morsel to draw 1 card. If I want to, I could use Broken Memories to put a card on top of my draw pile that I would draw whenever I do all of that. So I'm thinking that the only thing that would really like save me in this situation is literally body blocking with morsels. So I'm gonna kill, body block, take these 2 hits so that Spine Chef lives. So kill, body block. Yeah, I did that in the wrong order because I should have played this at some point, but it's fine. I'm gonna body block. No, I want you to lifesteal. No, you don't have enough health. You don't have that much health at all. Rabble. Might as well give you the rage. Let the egg hit. This is frustrating. Wow, this Seraph fight is very, very tense. I will consume this. I'm comfortable with that. Plus, you're gonna be the only one to survive, and I need you to have as much health as possible. I actually probably should be giving you more lifesteal than you have, but that's okay. This won't do anything. It'll just consume it. I probably could save it for a rainy day. This, what would I like to draw next turn? Maybe this guy, but I don't want it to be... No, never mind. Can't draw that anyway. It's consume spell. I need to draw this, or Soul Siphon, or Feast. Actually, give me Feast. Yeah, please give me Feast. Because it's like that card doesn't actually have Consume on it, so now it's just back to being a card that I can play all the time. So that's kind of fun. So we basically just revived Feast from the dead, even though it was totally gone, or was about to be totally gone. I am a little concerned about this 38 health thing we have going on here, because that's a lot less health than I would like to have. But you know, there's nothing I can do about it up here either. I think I'm gonna lose. I don't think there's much I can do up here to kill these guys. Yeah, Revenge of the Damned is the only card I have that would even do any damage. And you are too big, you're too big. Like, one of you alone will end me, but the 2 of you together is way too much. I think that that's the end of this run. It was a heck of a run though, and I love this. I really want to do this, but I can't because, like, I'm just gonna die. So, Shade Splitter, just like adding multiples of 5 Reap, but I don't have that much Reap to dish out because like they didn't get that much on the bottom 4 because the egg wasn't hatched. So the egg was taking all of the Reap that I was trying to dish out. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is the way it is. We'll do this, and then we'll Feast. We'll get 1 more energy out of that. I could have like Shroud Spiked or something, but for funsies. I do want to see if the like laying a morsel here gives it the Ember Drain. It definitely does. Okay, that's unfortunate. All right, well. That's unfortunate, but it was a fun run. You know, I did enjoy it for the most part. I don't think that Covenant rank 10, I don't think I'm quite ready for that. I think there's a little bit more we're gonna have to learn about the set. Maybe I went a little too deep into the risk reward part, and I just got smashed because I was a little bit too far around, or a little bit too far in. But either way, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, more Monster Train: The Last Divinity to come. Hopefully they won't be so long. I'm trying to get a little bit better at these, I promise. And, oh, what the heck? What the heck? Extract 6 and take away 600? Whatever. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.